Hallelujah, everyone. I stumbled on a document that is very important, and I wish to share with every one of us, because we are in an election period, what the Pastor Founder S.B.J.Oshoffa said to all shepherds in Celestial Church of Christ and all church workers in Celestial Church of Christ. This document was the minute of a meeting that was held at K2 Mission House in 1981. And I need to quickly share this information with everybody so that everybody will hear. If you are listening to this video, please share it with your shepherd, because your shepherd may not have the privilege to listen. Your church workers, prophet and prophetess who are working in the church, all church workers, share this information with them, especially those who are more interested in politics. What the pastor founder said, and it has not changed. Since the death of the pastor founder over 40 years ago, there is no pastor in Celestial Church of Christ that have changed this directive of the pastor founder about the church and politics. Let me go straight. What Pastor Founder S.B.J.Oshoffa said about Celestial Church of Christ and politics. It was released and shared on the 11th date of February 2082. This is the minute of the general meeting of all full-time church workers held on 12th day of November 1981 at the Mission House in K2, Lagos. The meeting, which was held under the chairmanship of the pastor founder, commenced with a short prayer said by Assistant Evangelist Shole Adeoye. The record of attendance was made accordingly. The prophet pastor founder then called on the secretary to read the minutes of the meeting, of the last meeting, which was unanimously accepted. The pastor founder then delivered a special address which centered on keeping politics out of Celestial Church of Christ. The following directives were issued by the pastor founder. He reminded all members of the church not to bring politics into the church and not to drag the name of the church into any political party. That is the directive of pastor founder, because I know some people who are even supposed to be family members or children of S.B.J.Oshoffa do not remember, or they don't have access to this information. And some shepherd, they've turned Celestial Church to headquarters of APC or PDP or any political parties. Some shepherds even hold political meetings in their church. The pastor founder said, do not bring politics into the church and do not drag the name of Celestial Church of Christ into any political party. Number 2, he said you should not wear sutana to the polling stations during election. If you want to go cast your vote, do not put on your garment, even if you are a shepherd, even if you are a clergy, a prophet. The pastor founder said do not put on sutana to the polling unit. It's for your safety. Number 3, during election, neither should you use your title in the church. So if you are contesting as a member, and people used to call people who are contesting honorable, like you're contesting for House of Assembly or Senate, do not come to the church and be addressed as honorable or senator. No, if you're an evangelist, we'll address you as evangelist. If you are a leader, we'll address you as a leader. If you are a prophet, we'll call you prophet. So your political title, honorable, senator, commissioner, excellency, it is outside the scope of the church. That's what the pastor founder said. So, number 4, he emphasized that it is incumbent on all members of Celestial Church to discharge our civil rights during elections, to vote as good citizens, and that the name of the church and spiritual title should not be involved. Number 5, any member, e.g., evangelist, prophet, or a leader who want to go into politics and want to stand for election should denounce his or her post before entering into politics. So we're not going to address you as evangelist, honorable evangelist. No. If you want to go contest, nobody is going to address you with the title of the church position. That's what the pastor founder said. It means that the pastor founder is separating the church from politics. Okay, let's go. Number 6. The pastor founder appealed to all members to pray fervently to God to have a free and fair election and for a good leader to emerge. Number 7, the pastor founder admonished all members to demonstrate the true spirit of love, towards our nation and pray for the successful and peaceful existence of our country. The pastor stated that if Paul sows and apostle irrigates, the final process of the blessing rests with God. He referred his audience to the last general election, which was inch-free and without bloodshed and burning of houses, all due to our relentless effort in prayers to God. Number 8, I'm just bringing it out in itemized so that you can understand. Pastor S.B.J.Oshoffa wants all prophet and prophetess in Celestial Church of Christ not to engage in receiving money from political party or politicians as reward for prayers or spiritual performance. Last election, I saw a prophet who was bearing a cow or ram to pray for one political candidate. I think it's in Oyo State. But eventually that politician lost the election after you've buried the animal. Oh my God. Number 9, do not go to any political party to ask for anything. We should pray to God for spiritual guidance for the truth and justice to reign. So this is emphasis that the Pastor Founder is saying to all the clergies, shepherd, and church workers. He's not saying that members, individuals cannot demand dividend of democracy from their political office holders, but he's saying you as a shepherd or a pastor or a clergy, a prophet, do not go to any political party, right? Number 10, nobody should use any political party headlines in Celestial Church of Christ. This is even very, very important, including to bloggers, V-bloggers, and media individuals who are members of the church. Do not use any political headlines, any party headlines in the church. So that's the directive of the Pastor Founder. Number 11, you can vote for anybody you like, including political party, but do not carry politics into the church. Number 12, as full-time church workers, you should not trade with the church. You should not trade with the name of the church. He enumerated that anyone could assist to make this nation truly great. That every one of us can assist to make this nation truly great. Then the Pastor Founder issues a prayer guidelines for the church. 1, he said that all Celestial Church of Christ members should pray that this forthcoming election should be free and fair. And number 2, that we should pray that God should choose a good leader that would rule the country with fear of God. Then the Pastor Founder encourages every one of us to pay our tax as to assist the government and the country. He used the example of Jesus Christ. He said Jesus paid tax during his lifetime. Of course, along with his disciples, he paid the tax. And he stated that a letter has been received, but the content was not disclosed during the meeting. Then the Pastor Founder S.B.J.Oshoffa reminded everyone to be a law-abiding citizens and to have the fear of God in all our ways. He prayed for continuous peace and tranquility in this nation. The Pastor Founder then called on 3 to 7 members to bring useful ideas for deliberations. So now, to all the people that was talking when I did a feedback to one of our respected elders and shepherd in Celestial Church of Christ who was campaigning for a political party, and I said, this is what your father said. This is what the Pastor Founder said. You don't bring politics into the church. If you are a shepherd, the church is not a space to start supporting one candidate against the other, because every members of your church could belong to different political parties. And because you are close to a candidate, it does not automatically convert all members of your congregation to that political party. So, separate the church from politics. That's what the Pastor Founder said. 1981, how many years ago was that? And it's still relevant in every election cycle. These directives is still very relevant. The pastor has warned all prophet and prophetess, do not collect money from politicians. Do not go and ask money from political party that you want to do spiritual assignment for them or you want to pray for them. Pastor Founder already warned you. Stay away from politics if you are a full-time church worker. If you are a full-time church worker, face the call that God has called you onto. Do not engage in politics. Do not engage in politics. You can pray for people. Pray for everybody, but Pastor Founder said, pray that God should give us good leaders. That's your focus. That's the kind of prayer you should be leading your congregation to pray. Pray that God should give us good leaders. Even if anybody is a member of your party, if he's not a good leader, he will not win. So there's no true miracle about it. I love this article. You can read more about it on Celestial Reality Check. It has been posted on Facebook and on TikTok. Thank you.